Well, welcome to the Pacific Northwest and Seattle, Washington. Heavy clouds and a little bit of rain earlier today, but the clouds have parted the sunshine here in Seattle for some Sunday afternoon soccer here at Huskies Soccer Stadium between the 14th ranked Stanford Cardinal and the Washington Huskies. Hi, everyone. I'm Elise Woodward. So glad to have you with us here on this Sunday afternoon. Both of these teams feeling good after earning hard-fought 1-0 victories on Thursday. The Huskies looking for their second win of the weekend here at Huskies Soccer Stadium. They beat Cal. And for Stanford, they took care of business in Pullman by the same 1-0 score. And so the Pac-12 standings, here is where we stand. USC with a big 12 points in the undefeated record. And then right there behind, tied for second, is Stanford, who was here in Seattle. Washington earning their first Pac-12 victory against Cal, so they have 5 points, and they would love to earn some more points here against the powerful Stanford Cardinal. Those Cardinal feeling good, led by their senior in the back, Naomi Girma, the Mac Hermann Trophy watch list honoree. She has been Stanford's team captain since her sophomore year, and she earned the College Cup Most Outstanding Defensive Player honors after winning the national championship back in 2019. She missed all of last season due to injury, but she's back. She's at full strength, and she scored the winning goal in Pullman on Thursday on a snap header. 2 goals in the last 2 games for Girma. One coming against Oregon as well in that 2-1 victory for the Cardinals. So they are feeling good, especially defensively, with her leading the way. For the Dogs, they got a snap header from that young woman right there, Summer Yates, also on the Mac Hermann Trophy watch list. She has 3 goals this season. Second team All-American last year as a junior. Very highly skilled player for the Dogs. 18 career goals, including that game winner on Thursday versus Cal. And she played higher last year, but she's settling into that midfield nicely. 12 career assists, a proven playmaker for the Dogs. This series has been dominated by Stanford. They've won 17 in a row. The last UW win coming in 2004. They'll try to break that streak coming up next. Pac-12 Women's Soccer is brought to you by Clean Simple Eats. Eat clean, keep it simple, get results. Well, welcome into Seattle. We got a good one here that we expect today between the Stanford Cardinal, the 14th ranked team in the nation, and your host, the Washington Huskies. The officials getting ready today. Our head official today, Mersha Kisiel. The Stanford Cardinal squad ranked as high as 7th. 2 weeks ago, they dropped one to the Oregon State Beavers, a 2-1 loss, and that tumbled them down to 14th in the rankings. But 9 wins and 3 losses on the season. The only other 2 losses for the Cardinal this season were on the road against 2 top 5 teams. They lost 2-1 at number 5 Duke, and they lost 2-1 in overtime at number 2 North Carolina. The Dogs, they're feeling good, coming off a 1-0 shutout victory against the Cal Bears to get their first Pac-12 win. They have 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 draws in the Pac-12 schedule. Overall, they are 3-5-3. And Nicole Van Dyke, the head coach for the Huskies, saying that her team is playing better and better as they get moving in this season. A phenomenal run last year, all the way to the Sweet 16 in the first year under head coach Nicole Van Dyke, who knows that Stanford program very well, former associate head coach under Paul Ratcliffe, the head man for the Stanford Cardinal for 19 seasons now. This is his 19th season. She was down on the farm from 2001 to 2014 and part of the College Cup winning squad, the national champs, in that first season. The keepers between the pipes today, 2 good ones, both seniors. The 5th-year senior right there, Olivia Sakani, out of Livermore, California, started her career at Cal and has now been a mainstay for the Huskies. .62 goals against average last year, which is the all-time record, passing one of the all-time greats in women's soccer, Hope Solo. And for the Cardinal, Katie Meyer, the redshirt junior, plays with a lot of confidence, feisty, competitive, and y'all remember her in the penalty shootout to win the national championship when she was just a freshman. And we are underway. Stanford in the all Cardinal kits as the visiting squad, and the Huskies on their home pitch in the all whites. Field should be very playable here today. There was rain earlier today, but right now it is dry, 51 degrees, little light wind as we are right next to Lake Washington, and that cold breeze will be played throughout this afternoon. The Cardinal with a lot of experience mixed with some youngsters. Samantha Williams, 25, up front for the Cardinal. Led Stanford last season with 9 points. Her 4 goals were a season high for the Card last year. A lot of talent up and down for the Cardinal. This is one of those freshmen, number 20, Andrea Kitahara for the Cardinal. Keep an eye on her as she has already got 5 assists this season as a playmaker for the Cardinal. Huskies with possession right now. Summer Yates plays it back to Jessica Cowart. Carly Stuckel cannot control that one. And Kitahara on the move. Kennedy Wesley with her first touch of the game and playing it back to the 2019 All Pac-12 Defensive Team member and the Defensive Player of the Year in Naoma Girma. Here's Kitahara into the area. And the Huskies clearing it out of harm's way, but on the foot of Wesley. Centers it in. Looking for the leading goal scorer for the Cardinal, number 10, Maya Doms. And the Cardinal earning their first corner kick of the game. That's a look of the senior Peyton McGee, number 35 in white. A redshirt senior transferred from the University of Texas. Washington State's gave up a corner to the Card on Thursday, and this ball pinged around in the box. Kitahara with a one-touch, couldn't get it to go, and the rebound shot kicking out off the foot of Sierra Engie. And this is your Washington Husky lineup on the left of your screen. Summer Yates, the leading scorer with 3 goals for the Dogs. Ruby Hellstrom still looking for her first goal. Number 20 in white, she had 3 a year ago, and they would love to see her get on the board. And the transfer, Mackenzie Weinert, the senior, started her career at Oregon State. Sakani in goal, gives this one a boot out to about midfield. Vanderyacht looking to pop this one over the top to Weinert. Girma's there, but the heavy touch sends that one out of bounds. This Stanford Cardinal team, always one of the best in women's college soccer. Very uncharacteristic year last year. The only time in the tenure of Paul Ratcliffe, who is now in his 19th season with the Cardinal, that they did not make it into the NCAA tournament. They finished 6-2, dealing with the COVID restrictions. And it was so difficult. The exact same thing happened with the Stanford volleyball program, defending national champs that could not practice, could not train, the really heavy restrictions. And Coach Ratcliffe saying, hey, if you think talent wins it alone, last year was a great lesson in how much training and hard work factors into it. We just didn't have the time to get on the pitch together. Beautiful ball up here, and now Kitahara in space. Cowart comes to knock her down, collision. And the referee says play on. Cowart still on the ground though, slow to get up. That was a collision. Kitahara ball on her foot again. And the Husky defense blocks that one. Leontini trying to get it outside, and the Huskies punch it away. Paige Rubenstein switches fields. And now Gurma will push up. Kennedy Wesley getting stripped, and then Stickle just bangs that one out of bounds. This is one of the freshmen for the Cardinal, Avani Brandt, 5'6" freshman, all the way from Syosset, New York. Over on the far side, sophomore Samantha Williams earning the corner kick for the Cardinal. They have been aggressive. 2 shots for the Cardinal, and this will be their second corner here in the 7th minute at Husky Soccer Stadium. Stanford Cardinal picked to finish 3rd in the Pac-12 this season. Ball serviced in and right into the side netting for the goal kick. The Cardinal picked to finish 3rd behind USC and UCLA. The Bruins last year's Pac-12 champs. And SC, the only undefeated team remaining. Well, UCLA 2 wins and 2 draws, no losses on their schedule, so still undefeated, but sitting in 4th place in the conference standings, USC with 4 victories. Summer Yates looking for Ruby Hellstrom on the through ball, but Stanford taking it away. Williams and Tasha Kravitz poking that away. Good defensive play. And Summer Yates upended. We play on. Poked away by Cowart from Doms. Now the through ball, too much pace on that one. Well, so far early in this one, we've seen a couple of collisions and no fouls yet. Official letting them play, Marsha Kisiel. There's Paul Ratcliffe, one of the all-time best coaches that we have seen. Phenomenal job, 3-time NCAA champion in 11-17, and then most recently in 2019, and quite a few players from that team in 2019 still on this Cardinal roster. And then we mentioned in goal, Katie Meyer. And the first foul of the match called here in the 9th minute, and it'll go against the Cardinal. So Jessica Cowart, who has 2 assists this season, and she's dangerous even from all the way back here. Looks like Peyton McGee might be the one to serve this one, though, and it is. Down into the area, right in front of the frame, and now at the foot of Kitahara. Switching it over to Rubenstein. Samantha Williams working on Kravitz. And now it's Amy Sayer serving it in, but I went to the right of the frame. Stanford is aggressive. They lead the Pac-12 conference in shots on goal. 21 shots per game. They are aggressive. They are 7th in the nation in shots. Good physical play there by Angie, taking that one away. And once again, the strip Paige Rubenstein on the far side. Gives way, served in. And an excellent attempt there on the half volley. Right wide of the frame for Leontini. A sophomore from Danville, California. Has 1 goal already this season with 3 assists. But another opportunity, 5 shots to 0 for the Stanford Cardinal. This Cardinal team number 2 in the Pac-12 in goals per game, over 2.5. This Washington Husky squad, just 1 goal per game. They are dead last in the conference in terms of putting the ball in the net. And even in their run last year to the Sweet 16, they did not score a lot of goals, just 1.11 goals per game, but their defense was one of the best in the nation last season. They gave up just 0.67 goals per game. McGee there, and now it's McDaniel trying to give a ball to Mackenzie Weinert to run down, but Meyer at the edge distributes now to the freshman Brandt. Germa just so smooth with the ball at her foot from that back line. And now hits Kennedy Wesley. Leaves it for Kitahara. Maya Doms has that roll right under her foot. But Stanford controls. Husky band out here on a Sunday afternoon. Really good conditions for these two teams. Both coming off a win on Thursday night by a 1-0 tally. Stanford able to get a victory against the Washington State Cougars, who were considered and still are one of the best defensive teams in the conference. They had gone 523 minutes without giving up a goal, but the Cardinal able to break through on the snap header from the defender Germa. Here's Kitahara, a little bit of footwork. Oh, cuts it back, has some space, and now it's punched away. Kayla McDaniel, the 5'10" senior. Kitahara, one of the most technical players, especially for her age, just a freshman. First year on the farm, look at her cut that, just stop it on a dime. McDaniel heading this one away, trying to find Yates. And now Stickle couldn't really connect with that one, and in the box it's Amy Sayer. Maya Doms with the one-timer. And the Cardinal continuing to apply pressure. No shots on goal yet, no saves yet. But Maya Doms and the Cardinal not afraid to give it a go. She is one of the leaders. 7 goals for the Cardinal already for Doms. Sayer switching it over to Williams with her left foot, and that one deflected, and it will be a corner. So another set piece coming up for the Cardinal, now their 3rd corner.
Summer, you're okay. Swatch here.
This one will be an in-swinger from Julia Leontini, and she serves it in and right to the hands that are outstretched of Olivia Zaccani. Big presence at 5'11". And with those outstretched arms, she will get to every ball first in terms of a header, unless you've got a 35-inch vertical to try to get around and above her arms, and she just takes that one out for the Dogs. Stickle hits the deck, and Doms on the move. Over to Williams. Working on Kravitz. Ooh, and a rocket off the near post. Good control here. A lot of space from Kravitz. Just a little bit of a hesitation. Got Kravitz on her back heels, and then Williams, good contact. Struck that well, but just to the right. Hits that right side of the near post. Scanny floating this one up, and Olivia van der Yacht flicks it on. Ooh, another big collision between Sayer and Cowart. Cowart has hit the deck really hard already, a couple of times. One of the tough senior defenders for the Huskies. And she is up and looks like no worse for wear. And here she is here, chasing this one down. And that one floats out of bounds. Three Cardinal shirts in the area, able to take that one away from Summer Yates. Now Rubenstein out to Samantha Williams. She tracks it down. Back to Rubenstein. Now Ruby Hellstrom hustling back, but not before that one is hit right to Olivia Sicani. Native of California, grew up in Livermore. Began her career with the Cal Bears, and then transferred up here. And part of that remarkable run last year for the Huskies. Had shutouts in 5 of the last 6 games of the season. The one goal allowed was to North Carolina in the Sweet 16, and it was a 1-0 result that ended the Huskies season a year ago. Here's Mackenzie Weinert, the transfer from Oregon State. And she will earn a corner for the Huskies. The first one of the match. Huskies have scored 11 goals this season to the 31 of the Stanford Cardinal.
Huskies corner kick.
Defensively, Washington has been still pretty stout. They have given up just 15 goals. But they are hard to come by. Yates with a good ball, served into the box and off the head, and Meyer is on it, deflects it. And a rebound attempt here just over the frame. And that one looks like it might have been deflected. A flurry of action here. It's a good ball by Summer Yates to the far post, and Meyer, that one bounces right in front of her. And this time they play it short. Riesling serves it in, and it's punched away. Katie Meyer getting there first with the 2 fists, and the Huskies will have it on the throw-in. First substitution of the game coming in. Carly Stickle will get a breather. And Kyla Ferry, the 5'8" junior from Phoenix, Arizona, and a transfer from Colorado, will be up front for the Dogs. Wesley settles that one well and gets it to the foot of Doms. Looking for Kitahara, but intercepted there by Riesling. Yates, nice cutback on Doms. Trying to hit Weinert, but intercepted by Wesley. Stanford now on the Cardinal. A lot of white shirts back for the Huskies, though. Looking for Sayer. And Cowart wins that race to the ball and sends that one out. Huskies defense holds once more. That's Olivia van der Yacht just sending a long ball. No one there for the Huskies though, so Girma will push up. The Stanford squad getting a big victory over Santa Clara earlier this season, the defending national champs. And the Stanford Cardinal in front of over 2,000 fans. These two Bay Area rivals got the result, 3-1 win against Santa Clara. And they dropped down, Santa Clara number 11th in the rankings after starting the defending national champs quite high. And talking to Paul Ratcliffe about his squad, ranked number 14 and picked to finish 3rd in the Pac-12 conference. He said, a lot of the rankings is what did you do last year? And there's obviously a lot of changes. One of them getting Natalie Girma back. Ball on her foot right now, the 2019 Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, back in the lineup, missed all of last season due to injury. And then, of course, those COVID restrictions that we mentioned, that this is a team that has aspirations to do what you expect Stanford to do, and that is make it to the College Cup. They have been there 9 of the last 13 seasons, a remarkable run for Paul Ratcliffe. And the Pac-12 conference, I think this year might be as deep as ever. Oregon, much improved squad. Oregon State already has a victory against this Stanford Cardinal squad. Washington State over on the Palouse, playing lockdown defense. Arizona State has the leading scorer in the conference, Douglas. I think she's up to 13 goals now this season. She has just been red hot. So up and down the Pac-12 conference, if you don't show up, you will get beat. A couple of seasons ago, 9 Pac-12 squads made it in, and Nicole Van Dyke yelling instructions to her squad in her 2nd season here at Washington, and obviously has a tremendous amount of respect for Paul Ratcliffe as the two worked together for 4 seasons, where she was a associate head coach for her final season before leaving to take over at Penn. Ruby Hellstrom out of the San Diego area, the senior forward. 5 career goals, 2 career assists, but yet to break through so far this season. Rieshling had a beautiful ball against Cal on Thursday night for the assist on the snap header to Summer Yates. And that was the difference in the game. It came 6 minutes into the contest, and Nicole Van Dyke talked about her team not having to chase games, and they followed instructions to a T in that one, getting the first goal of the board in the 6th minute, and just played the rest of the game with that advantage and secured their first Pac-12 victory. This Husky program has been dominated in this series with Stanford, though. They have not beaten the Stanford Cardinal since 2004. It is a stretch of 17 games in a row. And here on their home field, looking to compete here, Yates. Mishit that one a bit, puts it on frame, but not enough tempo. And Stanford will counter. Rubenstein. Taken away by Olo, Olivia van der Yacht. Yates gets to Weinert. And a pretty tackle there from Engie. And now Hellstrom, she's behind the defense, she is on. Ball in her left, and it's knocked down by Katie Meyer. Hellstrom in a foot race with Leontini and gives it a go with that left foot, and the quick reaction from Katie Meyer to turn away the Huskies, but they do in the corner. And now the Huskies with 3 corners and 5 shots. So after Stanford came out 5-0 shot advantage, the Huskies have been more active offensively. This ball served in, beautiful, but poked away. Now Cowart, the defender, pushed up because of the set piece. Working on Doms and headed out of there by Germa. Now push back, Hellstrom trying to turn, and Germa blocks that one before Ferry off her left foot sends that one into the trees. Couple of subs for the Cardinal. Abby Grubel, number 24, onto the pitch. And Katie Duong. That is Grubel, the senior from Santa Ana, California. 4 goals this season. 4 goals off the bench. That's quite a luxury for Paul Ratcliffe. And that ball over the touchline will be a Husky throw-in. Paul Ratcliffe, 335 victories at Stanford, the all-time winningest coach. Good connection there by Stanford's defense, and then taken away. Vanderyacht looking for Ferry, and she one-times it over to McDaniel. And that one rolls harmlessly right into the arms of Meyer. About halfway through the first 45 here in Seattle. 51 degrees. Could see some rain late in this one as Coward let that one roll over the end line. There's some dark clouds out on the horizon, but right now it is a pretty nice day for soccer here on this Sunday afternoon. Nicole Van Dyke, you can hear her say, "Win the header." That one's settled by Olo, and now trying to hit Weinert. Germa there. And we'll send it out to let that defense get set. Hellstrom hustles over. Meyer deflecting that one away off the foot of Kayla McDaniel. Tasha Kravitz and Amy Sayer collide, and it'll be a Stanford throw-in. There's a pretty good look here from distance. That was Vanderyacht. Taking it all the way up is Wesley. Nice tackle there by Weinert, as Germa had pushed all the way up and now deflected off of Stanford, and the Huskies will have it at about midfield. Huskies with that last shot from distance off Buda Vanderyacht, now tied with Stanford in shots, 8-8. Already 4 saves for Katie Meyer. Came in a flurry, couple on one corner. So Washington able to apply some pressure. No saves yet for Sakani, as none of the shots that have come at her have been on frame. And now some subs, and it's great to see Madison Haley back on the pitch for the Cardinal, the 5th-year grad student out of Dallas, Texas. Second-team All-American back in 2019, there she is. And she has missed most of this season. This is just her 3rd game. Has played the last 2, trying to get her back to 100%. I love seeing the very talented Madison Haley back on the pitch for the Cardinal, and boy, will she help. If she is at full strength, she is an absolute difference maker. First team All Pac-12 in 2019. Second team All-American. Has 18 goals scored in her career and 24 assists. And it was drafted by the Chicago Red Stars 7th overall, but chose to remain at Stanford for this senior season. We'll see if she can be a spark off the bench. The Stanford Cardinal squad has so many different weapons. 13 players have scored goals for the Cardinal this season. She is not one of them. Jessica Cowart winning that foot race to get there before Doms in front of the net, but Stanford earning that corner. And Abby Grubel will do the honors. Another weapon off the bench, as I mentioned, 4 goals and 1 assist. And the 4 goals for her ties a career high. A low liner skims off the grass. Haley over to Girma. Oh, and this one is in front of the net here. And now rolls out of danger's way for the moment. Rubenstein sending that one in. And the Husky defense holds. Grubel saves that one from going out of bounds and now tries to serve it in. And the Huskies send it right back out again. The senior to the freshman Brandt. And now over to Rubenstein, who just cannot control that one, and it trickles out of bounds. Another sub coming, and love to see this. Amira Hussein picking up a red card 2 games ago and could not play in the Huskies' win against Cal in the 105th minute in the double overtime draw against Utah. Hussein picked up the red, a very minor call. Just kind of messing with the free kick and kind of faking like she was gonna get her foot in there, and the referee said nope. And so she had to sit out against Cal. And now coming off the bench, Huskies leading goal scorer last season, Hussein, with 5 goals scored. Haley trying to turn, but gets it stolen away. Girma with that captain's band on the left arm. been a captain at Stanford since her sophomore season. And now Doms serves it in with her left foot. And Peyton McGee, the senior for the Huskies, sending it out. JoJo Harbor on the field, coming on the same time as Haley. And that one right over the foot of Kravitz, who now falls, and Sakani going to the deck. Knocks that one away. Good opportunity for the Cardinal, but denied. Kravitz, that ball skims right over the top of her cleat and then loses her footing. You see all the divots in the grass. Sakani punching that one away for her first save of the day. First save coming in the 37th minute for Sakani. The Huskies defense has been good. That one just a mishit by Grubel. And so the Huskies once again with the goal kick. The Stanford squad is really aggressive offensively. 21.8 shots per game. Number 1 in the conference. 7th in the nation. Shots on goal and corners. They apply a lot of pressure, as we have seen in this one. The Husky defense has maintained 10 Stanford shots to 8 for Washington, but just 1 shot on goal for the Cardinal. They average 10, so the Huskies have been active defensively and haven't given up an easy look yet to Stanford. Rieshling reads that one well, intercepts it. Now sends it ahead. Hussein trying to track that one down. Gurma looking for Haley. And Cowart with a nice play defensively. Sending that one ahead is McDaniel. This Stanford Cardinal team very patient. They will build from the back, as we have seen already in this one. They utilize Gurma quite a bit offensively as she pushes up again here. Looking for Doms, but can't connect. Big day of action in Pac-12 women's soccer. Oregon, what a story the Ducks are this season. In the 38th minute with the 1-0 lead over Arizona State.
And for the Huskies, number 22, Margot Clark.
And then third-ranked UCLA with a 1-goal advantage over the Buffs. That one in the 39th minute. Scoreless here in Seattle at Huskies Soccer Stadium. Huskies in the all-white. Stanford in Cardinal with those white numerals. And so far, a good back-and-forth action between these two squads. Margot Clark up top for the Huskies now, chasing and trying to provide some pressure for the Dogs. Lise Woodward, glad to have you with us for this Pac-12 soccer action. And poked away there by McDaniel on the foot of Hussein. Settled nicely by McDaniel and hits Weinert. Huskies here with some space. Hussein gives it a go, but right at Meyer. She stretches out for that one, but that would not have been on frame, I think. That would have trailed to the left, but Hussein has got a boot. Pretty good opportunity here, especially if you're looking for a rebound opportunity. Meyer getting that jersey dirty. That one over the head of Brandt and all the way back down to Meyer. About 4 minutes left before halftime. Little stretch here with some subs on the pitch. See which one can come up with the most opportunities. Maybe punch a goal in the back of the net here before halftime. Good service in. Haley. Haley tried to play that one off of her head. She was in front of the net. This is Grubel. And that one is in the back of the net. The Stanford Cardinal strike first. Abby Grubel with her 5th goal of the season, coming off the bench here for the Cardinal. This one a little slow to develop, but then Grubel gets on her horse and sends it off the left boot. Good looking goal there for the senior from Santa Ana, California. And getting her back and healthy as she has missed some time this season. Played for the first time against Washington State since September 9th. So this Husky squad, a goal down. You knew with these subs on the field it would be big for either side if they could find the back of the net before halftime, and the Cardinal able to strike first. That one skims off of Rubenstein. So the Huskies down in the attacking third, and Hellstrom will have the throw-in. This Husky squad only averages a goal a game, so they rely on their defense to keep them in games. So that goal scored by Stanford, a big one. Huskies play it back to Sakani. Hussein with a nice header, flicking that one on, looking for Clark. And now Hussein getting a little nudge. And the whistle blows for the foul against Stanford. Hussein looks a little bit hobbled, but it'll be a free kick in a dangerous spot here with less than 2 minutes to go before the half. This is Peyton McGee. Does not have a goal or an assist this season, playing the back line for the Dogs. Sends it wide to Riesling. Now she'll serve it in, looking for Hellstrom, and that bounces once and then taken in by Meyer. Meyer will just gently toss it out to Girma.
One minute remains in the first half.
Cardinals switching fields over to Girma. Wesley on the left side. Weiner trying to poke that one away, but lands on the foot of Engie. Hussein has room. Wesley gets to her, but now Margot Clark sends it top of the box. And Stanford clears that one away. Here's Grubel, and taken away. Good defensive play there by Kravitz.
10.
And that
9,
just might do it. Stanford with the
7,
1-goal lead. Yeah, they will play it back.
4,
But they get on the board first, the Stanford Cardinal. The goal from Abby Grubel.
Fans, we have played our first 45.
And it came late in the half. In the 42nd minute, the Stanford Cardinal able to break through with the first goal. But that has been it. Husky defense has been pretty rock solid. But that 1 goal can loom large. We'll have much more from Seattle. It's halftime. The Cardinal with a 1-0 lead. Well, you can tell by the Stanford Cardinal that it's starting to sprinkle here in Seattle. A little bit of chill in the air after the halftime break. I think it is just a squall by looking at the weather map. But the Stanford Cardinal with a 1-0 lead here in Seattle against the Washington Huskies. Highlights from the first half, Samantha Williams with a good opportunity here working on Tasha Kravitz and sends that one right off the near post. Sigh of relief from Sakani. This one trailing over the frame of the goal, and Grubel cuts it back, gives it a go with their left hand, or with left foot rather, and Sakani able to get to that one. For the Huskies, they've had some good opportunities. 9 shots, 5 on frame. This one not saved because I think it was to the left of the goal, but Meyer there. And this was your only goal. Grubel with her left foot, taking it to the middle of the frame, top of the box, and sending this one home. A good shot off of her left boot. And angles that one in at the near post. That is a career high now for Grubel, those 5 goals in the season, and she's only played in 8 games. This is a look at your halftime stats, 11 shots to 9 for Stanford. Huskies having more shots on goal, but that one going in for the Cardinal is the difference, and corner kicks just about even. So Abby Grubel, the 5'7" senior forward, missed almost a month of the season. Played for the first time on Thursday night at Washington State. First time since September 9th. So as we sit here in the first week of October, it's good to see her back on the pitch. Now 12 career goals for Abby Grubel. Only played 3 games last year for Stanford, but between her and Madison Haley, getting them healthy and active for this Stanford squad, what a boost that would be for this team that is already 9-3 overall. Looking for their 10th win of the season, as the Stanford Cardinal will now go left to right. And here where we sit on the shores of Lake Washington, they will be driving towards the lake. Jessica Cowart with the rain now coming down. This is not sprinkles or drizzle. This is some hard rain hitting the players out on the pitch right now. Good crowd out here pulling out their umbrellas and their raincoats and their rain gear. The forecast did not call for rain until the 2 o'clock hour. So I thought we might avoid that during game time. With the squall sitting right over the top of the field right now. Rubenstein putting a boot on that one. Huskies asking for the handball. And the whistle comes now as Huskies had booted that one away. And with this rain picking up, you can feel the temperature drop a little bit. And these are scores from around the Pac-12. Oregon at halftime, 1-0 leaders. Same for UCLA against Colorado. Scoreless in the second half with the Bears and the Cougs. Beavers and the Wildcats scoreless as well. A lot of soccer action here on this Sunday afternoon as we are getting to the heart of Pac-12 play. USC on top, 4-0-0, 9-2 overall. They are your Pac-12 leaders. Washington State and the Stanford Cardinal in action here today, both at 3-1. Stanford getting a 1-0 victory over the Cougars on Thursday night. The only loss for the Stanford Cardinal in conference play is to the Beavers, 2-1. Oregon State with 2 wins and 2 losses in conference play, but overall the Beavers already at 10 wins. They are 10-2. Here's Jessica Cowart. Trying to send that one to Kyla Ferry, the 5'8" junior. But that one trails out of bounds. Ruby Hellstrom now gets it to Yates. And centered in. Huskies looking to get to that second ball, but cannot do so. Vanderyacht turns it back, gets it to Riesling. Good service. Katie Meyer there to punch that one away. And then Kayla McDaniel trying to one-touch that one on the rebound, but can't hit that one cleanly. Katie Meyer plays it short. Brandt, the freshman, hitting Rubenstein down the line. Nice job by Doms intercepting that one, and now ball in the center of the field. Peyton McGee there, poking that one away defensively for the Huskies. Now Weinert trying to turn the corner, but taken away by the Cardinal, and then Weinert gets called for the foul. It's been a cleanly played game here. 4 fouls against the Cardinal, and that actually the first foul called against the Washington Huskies in this game. So no fouls for the Huskies in the first 45. The rain pounding heavily right now, but there's some blue sky out on the horizon. So expect this squall to move through, but right now the visitors from Northern California getting pounded by the Seattle rain. Huskies used to playing in these conditions, of course. But for Stanford, probably not as accustomed to it. Cowart sends that one ahead, looking for Kyla Ferry, getting the start here in the second half. And it's poked out of bounds for the Husky throw-in. I mean, it is pouring right now. Heavy, big raindrops. And the players' jerseys are absolutely soaked through now. Here's Kyla Ferry, but Girma gets to that ball first. Summer Yates gets double teamed, and Stanford comes away with it. Yates, good battle there, and loosens that one up. Oh, nice ball here. Hits it to the cutting Hellstrom. She's got openings. Gets it to McDaniel. Gives it a go and saved. Katie Meyer going to the ground to knock that one away.
Keep shooting!
McDaniel looked like she had a pretty good opportunity. Probably did not put a solid shot into this one. Hellstrom leaving it for her at the top of the box. That one skimming on this wet grass. Good attempt. Looking for that lower portion of the goal, but Meyer there. Tussle in the box, and it'll be the Huskies called for the foul. Weinert. Update from Oregon State. We're talking about the Beavers and the great start to their season as they just put a goal in the back of the net in the 14th minute to push ahead of the Wildcats. Dom's looking to connect with Madison Eisen onto the field here in the second half. As the rain has let up here just recently. Pretty heavy squall going through, and the rain's still coming, but it's not the pounding, driving rain that we had for a couple of minutes here to start this second half of action. Summer Yates able to affect that play, and now McDaniel sends it deep. Angie gets it to Gurma. And now she connects with JoJo Harbor. All the way back to Olivia Sakani, who tells her squad to push up, and she will punt it away. Oh, nice touch there. That's Harbor pushing it right by the defender, and now space. Riesling hustling back though to intercept that one. A 1-0 Stanford advantage here in Seattle. That goal coming in the 42nd minute as Abby Grubel back onto the pitch for the Stanford Cardinal. Went about a month where she was unable to play. First action since September 9th was on Thursday in Pullman against the Cougs in the 1-0 Stanford win. And now getting that goal in the back of the net. Just 8 games played for Grubel in this season, but she's got 5 goals, which is a career high for a season. Huskies looking for the equalizer. They have had some good opportunities. They have 6 shots on goal to just 2 for Stanford, but haven't been able to find the back of the net. There's some good footwork here by Leontini, and she leaves it for Doms. Now out wide to Samantha Williams, the sophomore. Good service in the lane and then headed out. Doms dribbling through traffic. Looking for the far post. And that one headed over the top by Leontini. Dom's had plenty of room here and plenty of time to square up. That's a good ball. Leontini just could not hit it solidly with the forehead and a little bit off the top of the head to send that one over the top. Leontini, just a sophomore out of Danville, California. Jessica Cowart there, putting her head on that one. But it'll be a Stanford throw-in on the far side, right in front of the fans. The Stanford squad been to the College Cup 9 of the last 13 seasons. As Summer Yates has a little bit of room to work with, sends it ahead in the box. Hellstrom gets her foot on it, and she scores to equalize here in the 57th minute. Her first goal of the season to tie this one up against the 14th ranked Cardinal. You just knew it had to be coming, as Hellstrom had some good opportunities this season that had been denied. But the senior forward getting a good ball, the assist. Summer Yates serving it, and it just slowly dies. Not enough pace on it for Katie Meyer to get there as she comes off of her line. And Hellstrom sending that one to the back of the net, and by the keeper, beat her to the spot. And for the Huskies, they just have not been able to connect this season as often as they'd like. They just had 5 assists as a team. And that is the 6th assist as a team on the season. And for Summer Yates, that is her first. Her 13th career assist, but just the first of the season for the Husky senior. And what a time as it comes in the second half to equalize here against the 14th ranked Cardinal. And now you can hear the crowd buzzing as we got a new ball game here, tied at 1. Hellstrom flicks that one on. Vanderyacht to Yates, and now to Weinert. She leaves it for McDaniel, but nice play there by Kennedy Wesley to poke that one out of bounds.
Thanks, Taylor. Sorry, man. Thanks for your help.
Looking for Yates. And Angie heads that one out. It looked like on that goal, this wet grass might have played a little bit of a part as that ball died. Did not skip up to Katie Meyer. Yates with a good touch to get it to Olo. And now back to McGee and over to Kravitz. Pressure applied by the Cardinal. Yates trying to turn on Angie. Gets it to Kravitz, who now goes all the way back to Sakani. Doms just right under her foot, but rolls all the way over to Samantha Williams, and now back to Rubenstein. Out wide to Williams. Nice service here, but no one running on that one. Kennedy Wesley there, though, with the left foot. Doms. And then the one-timer here from JoJo Harbor. But it's right at Sakani. And she calmly tells her squad, here we go. And finds the head of Ferry there. Weinert hits the grass, and now Yates over the top. It's a foot race. And a good job by Rubenstein to get there before Hellstrom. Subs onto the field now. Michaela Woods, number 6 in white for the Huskies, onto the field. And for Stanford, Amy Sayer will get a breather. Madison Haley, as we mentioned, has been dealing with injuries, just her 3rd game played. And she is back on the pitch here in the second half in the 61st minute. Ooh, nice bit of skill there from Williams. A race up the line, but that one just over the line for the Husky throw-in. There's a good shot of Madison Haley, the daughter of Charles Haley, 5-time Super Bowl champ and member of the San Francisco 49ers Hall of Fame. And she is already looking forward to a professional career. 7th overall pick. But plenty of work to do here for the Stanford Cardinal. It's good to see her back out there healthy and ready to go. She sends this one up the line, and now the Huskies try to deny the Cardinal in the attacking third. Harbor sends that one over the inline. Or excuse me, over the touchline. Stanford coming away with it. Here is Haley looking for help and sending it back to Brandt as the rain picks up once again. A lot of blue skies out on the horizon, but the cloud hanging right over the field right now is dropping some liquid. You can hear it pounding off of the turf that covers the benches. Here's Brandt on the move, the long strides, trying to turn the corner, services one far post, and now tracked down by Leontini. Wesley up to Brandt, blocked. Doms, bit of a skirmish there, and then toe punched out to Yates, and she'll send it deep. The Stanford Cardinal have won 17 games in a row against the Washington Huskies. 2004 is the last time the Huskies got a result. So this would be a big win for Nicole Van Dyke and the Huskies if they could somehow find the back of the net. As a former coach at Stanford, might mean a little something extra too. Here's Doms though, in space. Oh, what a save by Sakani. Quick reflexes, as that ball had some real tempo behind it. This is JoJo Harbor with the left foot toe punching it to Haley. The through ball to Doms, gorgeous ball. And Sakani cutting down that angle right at the edge of the 6 to take that one away. Rubenstein. Good service here, and then the Huskies getting the head on that to send it away. Good tackle there. Takes Michaela Woods off the ball. But the Huskies come away with it. Player down, our whistle blows. That is Kennedy Wesley, the 5'5" junior defender from Danville, California. She earned the assist on the Germa game winner in Pullman. So these are your national champions over the last decade. Stanford, how about the only team in the last 10 years that has able to win a championship and gone undefeated, 25-0-1. But if you look up and down, the Pac-12 representation, Stanford in 11, UCLA in 13, SC in 16, Stanford in 17, Stanford in 19. Santa Clara winning it last year in the shortened COVID spring season. And Stanford able to get a win against Santa Clara 3-1 back on September 19th. And these are your Pac-12 champions over the last 12 seasons. I sense a theme there. Stanford in 9, 10, 11, 12. UCLA, those two outstanding teams back-to-back in 13, 14. And then Stanford 5 seasons in a row before UCLA grabbing it last year. Pac-12 Women's soccer, no question, the nation's leader. And the Stanford Cardinal, after missing the postseason a year ago for the first time in the last 22 seasons, looking to challenge again. Nice ball pass there, but that one, too much pace and it goes out of bounds. Good idea. As we are in the 65th minute here in Seattle Husky Soccer Stadium. Stanford scoring in the 42nd minute. Went into halftime with a 1-0 lead, and then the Huskies getting a goal from Ruby Hellstrom to equalize things, and that is where we stand. Tasha Kravitz probably had a little bit more time there. Could have sent that one ahead, but that one knocked out of bounds. And returning to the pitch, Andrea Kitahara, and the hero for the Cardinal in the first half, Abby Grubel, who scored that goal in the 42nd minute. She is back on the pitch for the Cardinal. Looking for Kitahara. But instead, the Cardinal have Brandt, ball on her foot, and taken away by Hellstrom. She switches it, looking for a streaking Michaela Woods. Germa gets there first and able to play that back. Good hustle from Woods. Her speed on display on that one. And here's Germa. '19 Defensive Player of the Year is Germa, but boy, she played such a role offensively. She has scored in back-to-back games for the Cardinal and is not afraid to push up there from the back line. Another substitute for the Cardinal, Katie DeWong, on for the Card, and Leontini will get a breather. Here is Germa again. No, make that Wesley. Far side, and now Grubel working on Cowart. Left side of the box, sends it in. Good looking ball, but Hellstrom is there. Now Rubenstein. Marked by Helena Riesling. And too much contact there by Yates. Extended that arm, and a dangerous spot here for the free kick. Yates with the assist, her first of the season on that goal to Hellstrom. Pretty little ball, and it died right in the area and allowed Hellstrom to beat Katie Meyer to the spot. Katie DeWong, and headed out of harm's way by Cowart. Angie tracks that one down for the Card and sends it right back off the left foot. Germa in the area, and then headed out by McDaniel. Now we will stay down here as Stanford in the attacking third with the throw in. Rubenstein looking for Haley, able to turn the corner with her right foot. Still in bounds. And that one sent over the top of the goal, and then the Huskies just pound that one all the way into the backfield. A little opportunity for the Cardinal. On this last one is Haley. Look at her turn the corner here on McGee, and Sakani kind of running into her own teammate there, but they do their job and keep it out of the back of the net. Grubel gets it deflected by Olo. And now Rubenstein checked by Hellstrom. Huskies did a nice job in the air, getting to the ball first and heading it away multiple times, where the Huskies have gone into the air and won balls against Stanford. Huskies have been able to hold defensively and then have just been content to hit that ball long. Haven't had a lot of runners down in that end, as the Huskies have played pretty conservatively here after equalizing. Here's Grubel. And Coward able to get her toe out there and send it away. Now Haley. Oh, and that is a beautiful save by Sakani. Good angle off the foot of Katie Duong. But Sakani reading this one. Great job by Haley, getting out of the way, just settling it, leaving it, and then look at the diving save. That is as pretty as you are going to see for Olivia Sakani. She's now got 4 saves on the afternoon to the 6 of Katie Meyer. But that one saving a goal. That was not an easy one. Oh, and now Grubel sends it in. And now Kravitz clears, looking for Yates. And Yates sends it deep again, looking for Woods to run. And Girma content to just push it on back to the keeper, Katie Meyer. Nice little cut there by McDaniel. And now she finds Woods. Rieshling trying to go line for Hellstrom. That one out of bounds. And look at this. UCLA, the 3rd-ranked team in the land, coming away with a draw against Utah. Now Colorado coming back to equalize against the Bruins. That is in the 74th minute. So the Buffaloes putting up a fight against the really talented UCLA Bruins of 2021. Your defending Pac-12 champs. And as I mentioned, and Paul Ratcliffe said the parity in the Pac-12 conference this season is one of the best that he has seen in his 19 years as the head man in charge of the Stanford Cardinal. As the sunshine now emerges behind the clouds, the dark clouds and squall that dumped a heavy rain on these two teams has disappeared over Lake Washington, and in its place, blue skies. And so the fans can put down the umbrellas and take off the hood, as it looks like the sunshine will be out here for the rest of this one. We are in the 73rd minute. 5 corner kicks for the Cardinal, 3 for the Huskies. Top of the 6. Oh, and it is just off the post. I can't tell if Sakani was able to tip that one or not, as she just sprawled out. Great ball here.
Middle back.
And it looked like Sakani and her teammate colliding on that one, and now again in front of the frame. It's the Huskies standing tall once again. That one did not go as a save. So 16 shots now for the Cardinal, 12 to the Huskies, but 7 of the Huskies' shots have been on frame. A foul on Girma will give the free kick to the Dogs. And now the substitution horn. Mackenzie Weinert replacing Kyla Ferry.
Returning to the pitch for the Huskies.
Or the final
28,
15
Waters.
and change of regulation. Good little scrap there, and Yates coming away with the ball. So good with the ball on her foot. Looking for Hellstrom, trying to recreate the Husky goal from earlier. Oh, Brandt gets it ripped away from Ruby Hellstrom. Angie on the run, Germa there too. Hellstrom, and it's pulled down. The ground ball skipping off that grass, no problem at all for Katie Meyer. Hellstrom just taking this one away. And a nice job by the two Stanford defenders to angle her away, so Katie Meyer could get in position. Kitahara goes back to Brandt. Over in Pullman, the Cougars getting the first score against Cal to take a 1-0 lead. Washington State suffering the 1-0 loss against Stanford on Thursday night. Their defense has been so good. And a 1-goal lead against Cal seems like a big one for the Cougars. Todd Schulenberger and the crew over in Pullman putting together a great start to the 2021 season. Germa pushing up, ball still on her foot. Haley gives it a go from distance. And that one over the top. So the series history, look at that. The Stanford Cardinal, 28-2 versus the Washington Huskies, and they have won 17 in a row. This would be a huge win for the Huskies if they can somehow get a game winner. Kitahara trying to chase that one down, but McGee gets to it first. Out of bounds though. Doms hits Angie. Grubel, top of the box, and blocked away by McGee. Grubel there again. And now Yates hits that one out. Brandt is right there, though, to get it to Rubenstein. Angie. Huskies with all 10 players in the defensive third. Weinert finally comes out, but the Huskies just trying to clamp down and muddy it up. Here's Grubel. And once again, Huskies taking it, serving it long, and Stanford coming right back at the Dogs. Angie hits Haley. Germa looking for a runner. Instead, it lands at the foot of Doms. Nice job by Sakani to cover that one up. So looking at this one off of McGee, pretty dangerous ball. Here's Grubel, scored one with her right. Ooh, does it get the hand in the box? Grubel thought it did. She was asking for the call, but no whistle coming. The Huskies might have gotten a break. They have gotten very few of them in terms of penalties in the box. Opponents are 3 for 3 in penalty kicks against Washington, and Washington has yet to earn a chance. Yates able to hold her momentum, but as she got pushed backwards, the whistle coming. Foul called. 5 fouls against Stanford, 3 against the Huskies, and it'll be Peyton McGee with the service here. And the clock stops as Abby Grubel is replaced. And with the Stanford substitute, Belbridi onto the field. The Huskies also looking for a sub. Claudia Longo replacing Ruby Hellstrom. Less than 10 minutes to go. That ball flicked on. And Germa will send that one out. Well, this is one of the few times in the last 20 minutes that Washington has pushed it down to the attacking third, and another substitute coming. This one is Amira Hussein, a 5'4" senior, local product at a Todd Beamer High School in Federal Way, will be back on the pitch replacing Weinert.
Mackenzie Weinert.
Yates, pretty turn there. Sends it wide. Toe punched out to Olo, but she heads it back. McDaniel trying to turn and send one, but is blocked. That was Katie DeWong, and now on the counter. This is Belbridi onto the pitch. Fresh legs. A good connection here. DeWong sends it in the middle, but once again, Cowart there to send it deep. Wesley blocked again by Washington, and Kravitz sends that one over the top of the tent. The Huskies, after these couple of games, getting the win. And that ball over the top, skimming over the top of that crossbar. Sakani's hand was up there. Hard to score on top of Sakani. There's Nicole Van Dyke and her great assistant, Tina Frimpong Ellerston. The Huskies at Arizona on Friday, their only match, so just one match for the Huskies this week, giving their legs a little bit of a break before they return home for the two dangerous squads from LA, the Bruins and the women of Troy. Haley could not collect that one, just missing an opportunity. You can feel the sense of urgency for Stanford. And Kravitz sends this one all the way back to Germa, who gets it to Brandt. All of the white shirts stand behind midfield except for Hussein. Kitahara to Doms in the middle, and now to Angie. Wesley sends it into the area, and now Haley with a laser. Madison Haley with her first goal of the season, and what a beautiful time for it. What a rocket off the boot of Madison Haley. Her first points of the season in just her third game back. Just set up perfectly And Sakani had no chance. This thing's screaming off of her boot. A fastball sent to the left of Sakani, and now Stanford with the 1-goal advantage and less than 7 minutes to go here in Seattle. Washington had been playing extremely defensively, and now they are going to have some work to come away with the equalizer. Hussein hits the deck, but the foul going against the Huskies. What a goal by Madison Haley, though. He just felt the Stanford Cardinal pushing and pushing and pushing until finally a ball pops free. And Madison Haley sending it home. The 2 goals coming today, both off the foot of seniors. Madison Haley right there, the 5'7" grad student out of Dallas, Texas. And Abby Grubel. So the Stanford Cardinal looking for their 18th straight win in this series against the Washington Huskies.
Substitutions for the Huskies. Number 20,
And Paul Ratcliffe,
number 2, Claudia Longo, and number 28,
the head coach,
Waters.
feeling good after seeing his senior punch that one in. This is their upcoming schedule. They will be at Colorado and then hosting the Arizonas before one that you can circle against the UCLA Bruins at the end of the month. Sub onto the field now. Leontini coming back onto the pitch. And Katie Duong heads off. So a 2-1 advantage here for the Stanford Cardinal. Haley. Wide to Rubenstein. Kitahara, good move here, beating her defender one-on-one. And Hussein getting hit, draws the foul. And Kitahara comes away with it. Looking for Haley, that one behind her though, and Jessica Cowart finds Hellstrom. Huskies trying to get something built, but Kitahara taking it away from Riesling. And now cuts it back. And waiting for her team to bring some support. Going down the line. And just waiting on this one, burning some clock in the corner is Kitahara. Huskies sending Kyla Ferry back onto the pitch for this final push. And for Stanford, Kitahara will come out.
And for the Huskies, number 3, Kyla Ferry. Back on for number 7, Jessica Cowart.
Over the head of Hussein. That ball landing right back to Riesling. And Ferry cannot save that. Less than 3 minutes to go as the Stanford Cardinal looking for a sweep of the Washington Schools. A 1-0 victory against the Cougs on Thursday night. And a goal late here in the second half from Madison Haley has put the card ahead. A 2-1 Stanford advantage. Sent into the area by Kravitz. Ferry there. Pushes it to Yates. Yates trying to cut it. And it's taken away by JoJo Harbor. Tasha Kravitz asks for the ball. Clock is ticking. Huskies in the attacking third. Here's Hussein, gets taken down. And that might be a booking. The arm extended, but just a foul called, but it'll be a free kick here and a set piece for the Huskies. Summer Yates. 6 jerseys in the area for the Huskies, and Yates will try to connect. Sends it in, and the Cardinal defense hold. And that one just left of the frame. Huskies with a good opportunity. With about a minute to go here. Katie Meyer taking her time. That shot from Weinert just left of the frame.
1 minute remains in the second half.
Hussein flicks that one on. Yates looking for Hellstrom, and it's a race. And punched out of there by Wesley. The Huskies applying pressure here. 40 seconds to go. And it's a corner. That one deflected. They're sending up Olivia Sakani, the 5'11" keeper, now at the top of the box. And the Huskies, with 20 seconds to go, sends that one in over the top of Meyer.
10, 9,
And Riesling will try to turn on this one with Haley giving chase. And that'll do it. The Stanford Cardinal
0.
able to come into Seattle. What a battle it was, but the Cardinal will get the 3 points and the victory. Madison Haley with the first goal of the season. The 19th career goal for Madison Haley. And it comes in the 83rd minute. What a finish, and great to see the senior back on the pitch for the Stanford Cardinal. This was their first goal, coming right before halftime in the 42nd minute. That was Abby Grubel, the senior. Both these players injured for most of the first part of this season in both Grubel and Haley, but coming up huge here. The seniors with their chance. This was the Huskies' goal to equalize off the boot of Ruby Hellstrom, her first goal of the season. The assist, the first of the year for Summer Yates. A pretty one as Hellstrom beat Meyer to that spot and toe punched it in. And this is your winner. Ball settled, kicks right out, and then the rocket from Madison Haley for your game winner. Sakani with no chance on that screamer off the boot from Madison Haley. Impressive goal. The Huskies battled here today, though, as they lose their 18th straight to the Stanford Cardinal. They had more shots on goal. Stanford with 2 more corner kicks, but it's Grubel in the 42nd minute, Haley in the 83rd. And the 2-1. The Stanford Cardinal and Paul Ratcliffe feeling great. They got 6 points on the road in a difficult road trip. Started in Pullman with a 1-0 victory over the Cougs, and now a 2-1 result against the Washington Huskies. And yeah, Madison Haley, you can smile, kid. First goal of the season, and great to see you healthy. The Cardinal getting the win here today for David Saunders, the producer, and our whole crew.